So remember that barracks that we had that we haven't talked about since? Well, we've got a new troop, so stay tuned. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So earlier this week, we teased you with this barracks, and we haven't really said anything since, but now we get to. You are indeed going to get a new troop, and as many of you suspected, yes, it is going to be a flying troop. Couple of you suspected that it might be a skeleton dragon. Well, you're close. So the new troop is known as the Drag Rider, and this is coming with a summer update and will be specific only to Town Hall 14, as you need to upgrade that barracks to level 15. But let's take a look and see what it does, and let's also talk about some of its functions, its hit points, the damage, and we'll get to see it in action with an attack where I think this might be one of the best uses for it. So looking at the Drag Rider here, we can see that it does 400 damage per second, and it's got 900 damage when it's destroyed. So when we see it come crashing down, you're going to get some extra damage points out of it. So it has a little extra purpose here. And its hit points are 4,900. It's actually pretty tanky, which is nice to see, especially because we're talking about a skeleton, but I guess the steel on this dragon is definitely protecting him quite a bit. Now, when we look at this as far as movement speed, it's 20, so it's going to move pretty fast, definitely faster than the rocket loons. I mean, other than the haste that comes in the first 4 seconds, but it will be a little bit swifter overall. And it's 25 housing space, so this is similar to our regular dragon, but the one key thing is that this has a very different function. So its favorite damage type is single target, but its favorite target is actually defenses, where dragons you use and they spread out and they take everything down in its path. And typically we leave a spread of loons in front of it to help with the defenses, give it a little bit more power. These are a bit different because they go straight for the defenses. So you have to have specific function for it. I mean, obviously this isn't something you necessarily just want to funnel with. You can use it, and I think it might be very viable in using with super minions. So kind of like an adjusted Drag Rider Flybrid. And I actually have a great replay to show you to give you a little bit more of an idea of its function and how it works. Now, I chose to test around with this particular type of strategy because thinking that the Drag Rider, its favorite target is defenses, you would need something to back it up. And the Flybrid was kind of one of those options because you get that long range reaching over. I figured it would be a nice combination. And we did get good results on this. I like this attack strategy. I think it's going to be very base specific, but let's take a look. And before I start this, let's notice that I've got a clone spell. This is also something that I wanted to take a look at. So for this particular strategy, I decided to bring in the Zapquake. I wanted to help section off the base a little bit, took out the scattershot compartment. Yes, we had some outside defenses to worry about that we had to clean up, but I wanted to take down that Warden Tower just to clear the pathing a little bit more. I figured this was more efficient for this. Now, this is the clone blimp, and I brought in the Drag Rider and I brought in those new rocket loons because I wanted to see how it would work. And it's a good way to take down a town hall. You can clear some of the defenses around the perimeter too, which is very nice. So you can get some reasonable value out of it. I don't know that we're going to see it as a very popular option, but I thought it was something fun to work with. Now let's take a look at these Drag Riders and the minions working together. So just the way you would see a normal dragon attack, you've got the dragons and something else working, but in this case, it's going to be the Drag Riders taking the lead, going for those defenses, and the super minions with their long range coming in from behind. Now, you need to keep them protected, but look how tanky this is coming in. And we've got the king and the queen working on the perimeter. Now, my main focus here is to try and keep the king and queen away from the clan castle troop, allow the Drag Riders and the super minions to help pick this off, take on a lot of the defenses. I mean, we've already taken down the eagle early on quickly. We're now sweeping the corner to take care of the secondary scatter shot that remains, and we've already taken down the town hall. So again, kind of base specific the way you're going with it, but you can see how much value, even with the minions, if you use them right. I brought an invisibility spell because I like that as a back pocket item to get out of sticky situations. And I was able to actually take down the royal champ, continue some of the cleanup in the center of the base, including taking down those bows, which are going to reach over the walls to my heroes working around the outside. So royal champ coming coming through with the king, with the queen. I mean, I've got all 3 heroes up, and Royal Champ just using the ability now to take care of the rest of the defenses, and the king has been pretty much swagged on his ability with we've got a super minion left over. So we don't get to see all of the dragons working through to the very end in this particular raid, but you can see it is very effective, and the combination works, in my mind, kind of nice together. Now, I want to know your thoughts about this new troop and what you expect to see with it, what you expect to do with it, because I think there's going to be some crazy stuff coming through. I mean, we have certain clans that focus heavily on either dragons or E-Drags, Inferno Drags. So this is going to be another new air item coming. And I know some of you are disappointed because I know you wanted to see some ground troops, but we still get to see some new fresh meta coming into the game with this and revamping the thought process of our dragons. So definitely leave your thoughts in that comment section below. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, turn on the notifications so you know when these update vids, these sneak peeks go live. And don't forget to head over to my Discord server. You can get great things like free bases courtesy of Blueprint Base Building, and it's also just a great way to hang out. But that's about it for now. We do have some more to talk about. So again, stay tuned. But until next time, this is Lady B. I'll catch you guys later.